Hey guys, the buck's down. I got to go to town and get my license and tags. Could you take care of them for me, please, while I'm gone? Guy Miner here from UltimateReloader.com. Today we're going to be talking about some mistakes that hunters often make. And yeah, that really happened to me once. One of my friends didn't have his license and tags, and we were out hunting. He got a buck and left us standing there with the buck to take care of while he did go to town and get his license and tags. So make sure you got the paperwork right, okay? When the game warden comes up and says, papers, gotta have them. One thing I've seen is guys who are simply not familiar with their hunting rifle. In fact, no kidding, I had a fellow hunting with me who had only fired AR-15 rifles. And when he went to load his rifle, very basic bolt action rifle, instead of going from the top like you're supposed to, he's trying to do this, feeding him from the bottom. And it doesn't work that way. So get familiar with your rifle. These are all dummy cartridges, by the way. No primer, no powder, no booms in the Ultimate Reloader studio. You just feed him in from the top. It's real simple, but he didn't know, and he really fumbled that around. Also, be sure you know what kind of ammo your gun takes. A 7mm 08 is not the same as a 7mm Remington Magnum. I've seen that mistake made. And hand loads, do they fit? One of the things I've found is that some hand loaders like to load long for increased accuracy. They'll extend that bullet on out to where it's just kissing the lands and grooves. This could be two problems. One, they may not fit in your magazine. That's the small problem, because you could maybe single load them. Two, if you've got too long of a cartridge, the bullet's out too far, it can wind up stuck in the lands and grooves when you shove that bolt forward. And then when you go to extract it, say you need to extract it without firing, you pull the bullet out, the bullet stays right there in the barrel, the edge of it, and then the powder all dumps through your action, and you've got one heck of a mess on your hands. So get familiar with your rifle. So just like your rifle, be sure you know how to work your scope, that you're very familiar with it. For instance, instead of being up at 15 power, I set mine down to minimum magnification, down to 3 when I'm going hunting. I figure if I need 7, 8, 10, 15 power, I'm going to have time to go ahead and pump that up. But 3 lets me take care of any close range opportunities that may suddenly arise and I need a wide field of view. Set it down to minimum on that. Set your 0 back to whatever you want your 0 to be. Maybe you've been practicing at 600 yards like one of my friends was, and then we went to go ahead and shoot at 100, and he sent his round very, very high because he hadn't taken it back down to his 100-yard 0. You might also consider bringing a small kit with you that you can go ahead and clean the optics with, clean your scope with, take care of it in the field or at least back at camp. So that's me in the picture. I'm very happy. I just filled my cow elk tag, late season hunt. Did that in December and got her down. I was very happy about all that. And then it became time to field dress said elk. Well, I had my knife all right, but this was the 4th big game animal I'd taken that season, and I had forgotten to refresh the edge. I was struggling mightily trying to clean an elk with a dull knife. So fortunately, another hunter was nearby, and he handed me his very, very cool knife that he had that was razor sharp. I have never made that mistake again. Your vehicle can play a very important part in your hunt, depending on how you're hunting and where you're hunting and what time of year you're hunting. The last 12 years or so, I've relied on a Jeep, but this applies to the pickup trucks, the big SUVs, Jeeps, whatever you're hunting with. Is it reliable? Is it going to be able to get you into where you're hunting and back out, back home? Do you have good tires appropriate for the season and the terrain? I like something that's kind of a very aggressive all-terrain, but mud terrains work really good too. You know, you do the tires that you need for your situation. Do you have tire chains? This picture is me pulling 7 winch pulls to get out of a place that I drove into when my tire chains were 50 miles away at home in the garage. The chains would have helped tremendously. Do you have extra fuel? Sometimes we'll wind up getting a road blocked and we have to go around a very long circuitous route and we need a little bit more extra gas. I carry 5 gallons extra on my Jeep most of the time. Some hunts are very physically demanding, some are not. But if you're going on a demanding type of hunt, make sure you're at least in reasonable physical condition. Get out and do some hiking, hit the gym, whatever it is that you need to be able to do to get up and down those ridges without exhausting yourself, so you have a good chance of being able to find and take game and get back out, back to camp and back home safely. Exercise, workout, hike a lot. So I'm wishing all you hunters tremendous success this season, this year, and in the future. What I want to know is, what mistakes have you made or your friends made? Go ahead and share those with us. Drop a comment and we'll have a discussion. That means it's time to wrap this up.
I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, we're on Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, where we've got unrestricted content, and Instagram. Make sure to follow us on all those channels. Ultimate Reloader also has a commercial solutions division serving law enforcement, the military, and the gun industry. We have some unique capabilities, including a comprehensive suite of recoil testing and evaluation capabilities, trigger profiling, and more. If you're interested in custom rifles like what we build here on the channel, or gunsmithing services, you're going to want to go to rifles.ultimatereloader.com and get on the wait list. If you want to learn lucrative gunsmithing like what I show here on the channel, including building custom rifles and Cerakote plus a whole bunch more, you're going to want to check out the Colorado School of Trades, schooloftrades.edu. Thanks again for watching.